Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a big round of applause for our new Board of Education members. Let's give them all a round of applause. Good evening, and this is an exciting event for the San Bernardino City Unified School District. As many of you are well aware, in November, during the general election, we had 2 new board members elected and 2 returning board members re-elected. So we are here this evening to honor them. I would now like to invite to the podium the superintendent of the San Bernardino City Unified School District, the man who is making hope happen for all of us today. Join me in welcoming Superintendent Dr. Dale Marsden.
You know, in a few moments, Linda will be back to also introduce some of our dignitaries that have joined us this evening. I saw our County Superintendent of Schools, and I saw our Assembly Member Cheryl Brown, and so glad that she's here, and there are several others that we'll introduce. We also have our Chief of Police, City Chief of Police, Jared Bergwan, who needs no introduction. Our partnership, relationship with each of these leaders has made us strong and continues to make us strong. And the task that we have as a school district is simple, it's just not easy. And it starts and ends with board leadership. You know, I've said it many times that when you have a board, superintendent, and cabinet working in harmony, your whole team spends all their time doing what they should be doing, building people, building programs, building skill and knowledge of staff, and building systems that can lead to high performance. When you have a board and cabinet that are not working in harmony, all defenses start to circle around people and human nature begins to withdraw and fear comes into an organization. I got to tell you, I'm so absolutely proud to work with the San Bernardino City Unified School District and our Board of Trustees who are completely committed to building this city and this community so we have excellence in education for our young people. We're seeing incredible results. We have a long ways yet to go, but the results that we've gotten today is because of the leadership that occurs in this boardroom. When you see professional, highly skilled dialogue occurring on focused goals and objectives, that's what gets the outcomes that we've set in our sights. So very grateful. So with that, we have several board members who have some comments that they'll make. Are these 4 that will be sworn in. I'll call them up, and then we'll proceed with our swearing-in ceremony. So I think I'm following correctly, Linda, here. So we'll have our welcome. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Scott Wyatt, who has some remarks tonight as board member. So congratulations. Welcome, Mr. Wyatt.
Thank you, Dale.
Doctor.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Dr. Marsden, one, for your leadership and your support of our students and our staff in our district. I definitely believe in what you're doing and your staff as well. We're heading in the right direction, and I'm just so excited to be a part of the team now and look forward to making hope happen. I just want to say thank you to the community, first of all, for entrusting me with this great responsibility of leading our district and being a part of a great team in transforming what we're doing for our students and our community. It's such a great time in our city right now due to the tragic events that have happened. And, I always try to look at great outcomes out of tragic events or something that's happened recently that brings the eye of the whole world upon us right now for San Bernardino City. And I think it's a golden opportunity for us and the team that we have up here, the school board, as well as our district staff, to do amazing things for our kids and amazing things for our city. So that's really what I'm excited about doing and being a part of that. I want to give a lot of thanks to my family, which was the biggest part of my campaign. I'll be honest with you, I never really wanted to run for office. I've always loved working with kids, and I've been in education, started in 1994, so 21 years ago. So education is my life and true to my heart. I have 2 young children that attend our district, so obviously with them being a part of this, it is top priority in my life to ensure that we have a quality education for them and a safe environment that they could go to school in. Dr. Marsden mentioned our chief earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but I just want to personally thank him, his staff, and our safety personnel. for doing such an outstanding job of minimizing the loss of life in our city. And that's what I expect. Chief Polino, I know he's here in the house as well, and his staff. Again, thank you for the great job that you do. We are here to support you. I want you to know that. But right now, I just want to give thanks to my wife. I don't know where she went. She's around here somewhere. Cindy, what are you doing by yourself up there? No. And my lovely 2 children, Brooke and Hunter. Yeah, no, come on up. Brooke and Hunter, my treasurer, my mother-in-law, I don't see her. She's around here, so, she always wants attention, so that's where she's at. No. My mom and Grandpa Juan is here as well, and many friends that helped us with this campaign. I can't give thanks enough to all of them and all of you. My boss and our county superintendent, Ted Alejandre, who's been a fantastic role model and a true leader, and again, making things happen in our county. And between Dell and Ted, the sky's the limit right now. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is taking San Bernardino and taking us to the top of the education community, the top of our state. And like I said, with the leadership we have in place right now and the school board members that we have here and the county support that we have, I have no doubt in my mind that this will happen. So, and I also want to always give thanks to our God Almighty. It is truly a blessing to be here. Wow. Again, when this came about and folks had talked to me about doing this, and my wife and I talked about doing it, I said it had already been decided. It already had been decided because we put it deep in prayer before we made our decision to do this. So again, and I want to also say that I dedicated this to my father-in-law, who passed away right when this came about. And I said if I dedicated it to him, I know I'd go all out and put our heart into it. So thank you again.
Fantastic. And we also, though she's not new to our board, we do want to hear from Dr. Margaret Hill, welcoming her back to our board and serving. Dr. Hill.
Thank you, Dr. Marsden, and thanks to all of you who are here today. You know, I've been married 36 years, and I think about 3 people in this room to see my husband, and you won't see him this evening either. But I do have my niece and my adopted son, who are my campaign managers. So Erica Johnson and Terrence Stone, join me, please, so I won't be up here all alone. I just want to say thanks to all of you. I really didn't call him up here for this reason, but I knew it was going to happen because I know him. But I just want to say thanks to all of you with the faith and confidence that you have in me. And I'm looking forward to these 4 years. Terrence and Erica were my managers 4 years ago, and they thought I was crazy then. And when I told them I was going to run again, they said, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am. So get ready." And they got ready, and they did a great job. And I want to commend both of you for the good work. And no, Terrence, you aren't going to speak. I feel honored. And I know someone said early tonight, are you a Timex or a Seiko? And I just want you to know that I don't feel no ways tired. And for that reason, until we get it together, and we're working on it, we're doing a good job. Our test scores are going up. We're getting our students back in school. We are going to make them want to be in school. So we have a big job ahead of us. And in 4 years, we did not get it done, but we certainly started making good soup. And so we just have to finish doing that. But I just want to say that I look forward to working with each and every one of you. We hope you come to our meetings, watch us live streamed, and as well on the cable stations. And let us know the things that we're doing that you like, but also let us know the things that we're not doing that you wish we were doing, because you have some great ideas out there, and we need to hear from you. These are all of our children. And I just want to say also, had an opportunity to work with Chief for quite a while. I serve on a couple of his committees right now. And And Chief Polino, for the great job you did. Unfortunately, one of the 14 was one of my graduates, and that certainly hurt me to my heart. I was hoping I didn't know anyone, but I did know one, and quite a young man. He and his brother graduated from San Andreas when I was principal there. But at any rate, the other 13 was just as important as my little Bobby Adams. So just want to say to you, we have a lot to do to keep our students safe, keep our schools safe, and just looking forward to working with Dr. Marsden. His cabinet is absolutely wonderful. You know, I know sometimes they look at us like we're crazy. We look at them like they're crazy, but we work well together. The board members, we do the same thing. We look at each other like, you said what? You did what? But we all care about the 50,000 students we work with. Everyone is important. And when I get up to come to these meetings or go visit the schools or judge gingerbread houses like I did the other day, it's that we are here to serve the students, we're here to serve staff, and most definitely we are here to serve families. So with that, thank you, and thanks for the confidence. And for every vote I got, I hope you never have to say, Margaret, I wish I hadn't given you my vote. And that would be my goal. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Hill, and it's also with great pleasure that I welcome to the podium Mrs. Gwendolyn Rogers with her remarks. So come on up.
They're so shy.
Yeah.
Gosh, I am just grateful, I have to say, just grateful to God for being here tonight. I actually, for many of you know that I had a jump start, which was kind of great within itself. Being appointed to the board was just something that was really surreal in my life. Coming from, as you all know, I will always say, as a cardinal, from a cardinal to a parent, you know, from a parent to a school board member, and whatever is next for me, you know, God has been good to me. But to each of you that voted for me, I am just grateful. I'm grateful beyond measures that the support that I receive, and I know my speech is probably a little bit different, as I said, because of what happened and how this all transpired. This is the second time I'm up here, and it's kind of like deja vu, but a good deja vu. But it was so many people that got behind me and supported me, not even knowing me in this arena or this work, but just knowing the tenacity and the dedication and the skill set to just say, whatever you need me to do, I'm willing to do. But everyone knew that my heart was for parents, because I'm a parent, and I know it takes a lot for us to do in order to help our students to succeed. And sometimes parents go unnoticed. And I know when I took over the District African American Advisory Council, it was all about making sure that the parents knew that their voices were heard in the room and they were not invisible, and that they had a huge impact that would support and help their students to succeed. As many of you know, I, for the first time, had my firstborn graduating last year. And yes, he's here back from Morehouse visiting. And it was a very, you know, once we got to the 12th grade year, you weren't really prepared for that. You really didn't know what to expect, because your baby, your child is going away. But I knew, and I was grateful for the skills and the things, the talents that my parents had modeled for me, that I had done. My husband and I, who was here, and the shy ones that didn't get up, they're over there. My husband, the kids, my mom, my dad, my brother, pastor, and friends are here. But, you know, you just wondered, what did you do everything right? You know, did we get it together? And so as I was in that 12th grade year and felt like I was graduating all over, I was in this campaign, I was in all of this stuff, but I had support from the community that was unbelievable. You all said, we'll stand behind you. And it was the community that said, we would like to see you run for school board. And that was grateful. That touched my heart, because that said, you believed in me before I even got to this point. And if you could believe in me, I can believe in myself. And so we carried it forward. And many of you know, Win with Gwen was the slogan. And now I got the Facebook that says now we won with Gwen. And so I'm happy and grateful for that. But I'm grateful to my mom and dad who has been the guiding force for myself and my brothers. They have set the perfect example, and I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful that they said what they would do. They would stand behind, but most importantly, they would pray for me all the way through, and that they did. And I'm grateful to my mom and dad that's here tonight, and to my family, and to my husband, and to my children. You all stood beside me as well and said, you can do it, and you endured all of the craziness, and I appreciate and I thank you for that. So my community, my friends, so many of you that I probably, if I said, come stand behind me, I don't know how many would be left in the room, but I know we all have mutual friends, and that makes it even better. But thank you. I hope when many of you don't know, but I'm also in ministry, you start calling and you start recognizing you just forget that one person, and I don't want to do that tonight. I want to say to the San Bernardino community, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me, every seed that you sown into my life. It didn't go unnoticed. I am a Cardinal to the heart. I am San Bernardino to the heart. I love my community. I love the things that we're doing here in San Bernardino. I look forward to making sure that our parents are on these campuses supporting their kids and doing the things that they need to do. I look forward to our students achieving and succeeding and knowing that once they leave San Bernardino, if they choose to leave, they are prepared. They are academically prepared, and if they come back, they can just be a great support to us. And finally, to Linda, where are you in the room? There you are. It has happened. I am here. It is official. You were my support. You told me the seat was ready and waiting, and you believed in me. And you told people, when you can knock on a door and someone says, I don't know you a lot, but I've done some research. But Linda said, Linda said, that is touching. So thank you to every single one of you, elected officials, to our first responders that done a wonderful job when we were away in San Bernardino. We knew you were in good hands. Thank you, Chief Polino, for your wonderful, wonderful leadership, and to each and every one of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Ms. Rogers. And now it is with great pleasure to also introduce Mr. Mike Gallo, who is our current board president. Welcome back, and it's good to see you.
Thank you, Dale. I usually make it a point never to join an organization that would have me as a member, but I made an exception here because this district is just a great district. And I tell you, my colleagues, each and every one of them, just fine people and great members of this community and dedicated to seeing San Bernardino great and San Bernardino strong and making hope happen for all of our kids. I was going to ask my much older sister, Tina, to join me up at the podium, but she would need a whole lot of assistance just to get down here, so I'll just point her out there. By the way, she's my significantly younger sister, and she has been 29 years as a kindergarten teacher at Ramona Alessandro. 29 and a half years, right. And her husband, Peter, is here as well, and I just thank you guys for joining me here. This community has suffered a lot, hasn't it? It just brought to bear over the last few weeks or last couple of weeks here. And I think we see our people actually shine. People's potential comes right to the forefront, doesn't it? And you can see what the core of San Bernardino is. And that core is greatness. It really is. That core is togetherness. That core is unity. And I'm very proud of this community. I'm very proud of how we responded. I'm very proud of our police and peace officers and our school police, and just couldn't be prouder of this community. And I'm proud to say I live here in San Bernardino. I'm not a lifelong member, but a lifelong professional career here in San Bernardino when I started here back in 1980 as a young second lieutenant at the former Norton Air Force Base. And this I've made my home. Brought up my business here, several businesses, and committed to this community. And I really do love this community, just as I know each and every one of you do. And thank you all for being here. You know, I see so many family and friends here. I feel like you are all part of my immediate family. And, you know, I see the thumbs up and all of that stuff. It's just really heartening that I can be standing here before you. And I'm proud to have served as your vice president and then current president of the board. We'll hopefully be seeing some new officers sworn in tonight. And my colleagues, I love each and every one of you. And just thank you for inviting me back here, the voters of San Bernardino. And I kind of kid that I'd never join an organization that would have me as a member, but I'm really proud to be part of this organization. We're doing great things. Great things are happening with our kids, and our community is growing stronger for it. We are providing that passport to prosperity for each and every one of our youth, and that's our commitment to our community. Thank you.
At this time, each of our members has chosen who they'd like to receive the oath of office from. So we're going to first invite Dr. Scott Wyatt and Ted Alejandro, who will be providing the oath of office for Dr. Scott Wyatt. So this would be a great time. Dr. Wyatt, if you want to have your family join you, and welcome. Ted.
It's great here. It's an honor for me to be here tonight to administer this oath to a great individual who will be a total asset to the district, this great district of San Bernardino City Unified. So, Scott, repeat after me. Try. I, Scott Wyatt, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter, and during such time that I hold the office of board member for San Bernardino City Unified.
And I just want to thank Ted Alejandro, our county superintendent. As you already know, our superintendents have phenomenal busy schedules, and he took the time out of his evening to be with us and to give me this honor. And he's heading off right now to our homeless and foster youth Christmas celebration to go and take care of 200 homeless youth in our city. So that's what he does.
Welcome, Dr. Wyatt. And now we have Mrs. Gwendolyn Rogers has a guest who will be swearing her in, and I will have her introduce her guests. So welcome.
Yes, Dr. Reggie Wood labored with me also during this journey, but we found out in the process that we had something that we had in common during my process, and his father was also a school board member for the county of San Bernardino, correct? City Unified. Okay, so I kept getting those two mixed up. So city. So his father could not be here on tonight, but he is here in his stead. Let's give him a hand.
Yeah, I do want to send best wishes for my father. He was the first African-American member of the school board many years ago, and he almost made it tonight, but he's not here. But he and my mom say hello. Gwen is a great person, and we got with the win with Gwen. Now I think we need to change it. Go, Gwen, go. Ready? Please repeat this. I, Gwen Rodgers,
I, Gwen Rodgers,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution
to the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of California,
of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I would well
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am
the duties upon which I am
about to enter.
about to enter.
It's fantastic. So at this time, I believe Dr. Margaret Hill and Mr. Mike Gallo have me swearing them in, I believe. So come on forward here, and we will swear you both in. Please raise your right hand and join with me. I, and then please repeat your name. So I.
Margaret Hill,
There you go. Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I would support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
All right. Congratulations to both of you. Mrs. Bardier.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take about 2 or 3 moments just to recognize some of the dignitaries that are with us. As mentioned earlier, we have our Assembly member Cheryl Brown is with us. Let's give her a welcome. County Superintendent Ted Alejandre. County School Board members Laura Mancha. And Hardy Brown, he's there in the back. Our Community College District Trustee, Gloria Macias Harrison, is with us. And we are so thrilled to have the support of City Police Chief Bergwan, who's with us today. And I also would like to recognize and thank former school board member Linda Savage for joining us this evening. And I'd also like to acknowledge John Futch. He's with us this evening as well. And he's representing James Ramos, our County Board of Supervisors Chairman. And I'm going to ask Assemblymember Cheryl Brown to come forward, and also our recently elected school board members to come forward, for she has a presentation, and I believe a few others have a presentation as well. So if our new board members can come forward, and Cheryl, I will give the podium over to you.
This is a wonderful, wonderful time. Oh, Dr. Carnig is back there. Did you see Dr. Carnig? Oh, my gracious. This is a great gathering of people in our area, in our region, as well as in our city. And it reminds, this reminds me of a time when I was down here with my husband, and I was with him as part of the family, and as he served this board for 12 years. You know, I want to stop and say thank you to the first responders that kept us safe. Thank you, Chief Bergwan. Thank you so much. I saw something happen in San Bernardino that I don't think that we've ever had before, and that's where everyone was really working together, where all of the police agencies and the first responders came together from cities all over. I just say thank you for your leadership. You have made us proud here in San Bernardino. It was a horrible, terrible thing that happened, and I am sad about what happened. But the way that we come out of it and how we go on from here is what's going to be important. So, on behalf of the 47th Assembly District, of which I am the Assembly member, and I'm also a graduate of San Bernardino High School, by the way. And hey. Yeah, I'm a Cardinal too, so yeah. I would like to first say, Mr. Michael Gallo, I don't want to take a lot of time because I know there's been time taken, but Mr. Gallo, I cannot get over what you've done for this board. You've led us into STEM, and I hope it'll go into STEAM so that we can have more arts in our school. I continue to work for this district and for other school districts in our 47th Assembly District so that we can continue to have great kids, great students. I'm reminded of my own grandchild who is a graduate, who will be a graduate of Middle College. And she'll have her high school diploma and her AA degree in June. That wouldn't be possible without San Bernardino doing what they've been doing. So I thank you, and I thank you for the work that you put in. I also want to say to Dr. Margaret Hill, everybody's mom. That's, you know, when we get a certain age, they start calling you mom, right? Everybody's mom. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you bring to the board. And your education background is tremendous, so that experience that you bring is just invaluable. Ms. Gwen Rodgers, you know my family thinks that you're the greatest, and we're looking forward to the big things that you do. You have a love for parents. I was a parent in this same school district. I did a lot of organizing and a lot of work with parents so that we had our district advisory council, and we were very active. So I hope that Dr. Marsden will continue to promote those parents being involved, especially with our local control funding formula that we sent back here to you, because parents have to be a part of that equation. And Dr. Wyatt, you are going to be a welcome addition to this board. I'm looking forward to the great things that you're going to be doing, and I will be watching. I will continue to be there to support you. I will be there to bring you back the funds that you need. I will be there to bring you back whatever you need. All you have to do is call our office, and oh, I know you will. We need a lot. Wait a minute. Mind you, Dale Marsden has already done some of that. So we've been able to do some help. We've been able to be of some help to San Bernardino. But I want to just say thank you to each one of you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Brown. I'd now like to invite Mr. John Fetch, representing our County Supervisor James Ramos. He's going to make a presentation.
Well, I'm just glad to see you guys up here. I know that the sincerity has been with you all along for the community and the families of the students in this community, in this Inland Empire area. I know your heart's there, and I just hope you keep fighting like you've been fighting. And it's good to see that you're not fighting each other, but fighting the problems that we have, trying to make changes there. And on behalf of Supervisor James Ramos, 3rd District Supervisor and also Chairman of the Board, I'd like to present these certificates of recognition for your, and he's glad to know that you've been elected and that you are continuing the work that you started in the community. Thank you.
I would also like to thank and acknowledge Jordan Wright, who is here on behalf of Supervisor Josie Gonzalez. So thank you so much, Jordan. And I would like to invite the rest of the Board of Education to please come forward so that we can take a group picture. So if I could have the rest of the board members please come down, and we'll take one last picture, and then I guess everybody can enjoy a little more cake.